Hey, White Van Man. Thanks for joining. Just getting a multi-echo effect there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's lunchtime here. I apologize, I don't remember where you're from. Oh, you could be on an earlier shift too. Alright, UK. That's right. I find it interesting, a lot of my live views are England, UK, you know, that, yeah, same difference over there. You know, there have been some local here, New Jersey, you know, within the states here, but Chris the Butler's great. That I was trying to remember where I saw the name, and I was like, I remember the name. That was from yesterday's. He wanted 30 dislikes, right? I really appreciate you coming down here. Hi, Carol from Scotland. Great. That's right, 30. I think he ended up getting 33, and that was when I typed in 33. I was just saying, Carol, and I don't know if you heard, but all my videos that I post, 98% are from the US viewers, and 2% like elsewhere. Or it's 2% from, you know, UK, England, those areas. And but when I do the lives, it's actually the opposite. You're getting off work, so maybe that's why the attention's there. People at lunchtime really don't want to waste their time watching me. But I got something lined up, hopefully for tonight. Dessert. No, I'm not in New Jersey. I was saying that someone yesterday from New Jersey, NJ1, I believe it was. I don't remember their name or if they mentioned the name. I'm in Massachusetts. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I usually get a good response from UK. I'm Nottingham area. Okay, okay, cool. I'm supposed to be going to, well, I'll be going to Dublin and Paris in a few months, I believe, for work related. I'm not much of a traveler. Me, I could leave it, you know. All right. I'm sure you don't want to hear me about flying away, because you're not going to get videos that week. I don't think. I don't think I could take my air fryer with me to Paris. Maybe I can buy one and then return it before I leave, right? All right. What are you using to cast with? So, Mr. Krasker, thank you. I have a Pixel 2 XL phone. I never thought about doing live simply because my regular videos originally were 40 minutes long, and then I was able to get them anywhere from like 6 to 15, 20 minutes when I edit it. But filming and editing takes my whole day. You know, that's a whole Saturday for me. With the live, using the Pixel 2 XL, it's great that I can just interact. I think it's awesome that I get to interact, you know, because I work from home now, so I don't see people anymore. So interacting with people is awesome for me. It actually gets my brain moving again. And so where was I going with that? The only problem with these is that they're very long. You know, an hour is what it's been averaging. And I don't know when you're on the live session, you're listening, but people after the fact never go back to watch the video. So, but it's fun. And the phone heats up really good because I'm using the regular camera, not the selfie camera, so the phone gets pretty warm and the battery's close to dead by the time I'm done. I'm originally from Glasgow in Scotland. I'm trying to think. I don't think we have offices all over the place, but I don't think we have any in Scotland. All over the place. Yeah, it looks pretty good. When I was using the selfie camera, everything was backwards. because, you know, it's selfie mode, and you could tell that the resolution wasn't as good. It's brilliant that we can act on it. Yeah, you know, I remember the first time I saw the word brilliant, you know, used in that term. It was Bend It Like Beckham. It's a soccer movie or football, depending where you come. And the father was like, "She was brilliant," and I just cracked up laughing. And you know, since I work with our Dublin counterparts quite a bit, you know, they're always, you know, brilliant is something you hear often. Don't worry, I'm not going to say anything about your spelling, grammar, whatever, because mine's horrible. I'm the last person who'll correct you on that. The transmitter receiver is what is getting warm in the phone. Yeah, so that plus the screen is on full time, so the screen never shuts off. That draws a lot of power, and it's creating a lot of heat. If I put my hand next to the screen, you know, you got the big battery in there, that thing's heating up, so you got the battery, the screen, and yes, the Wi-Fi, you know. Billy Conley. I don't know why that's not ringing a bell with me. Billy Conley. I know so many Conleys. That's another problem. Is I'm not sure you're talking about some sort of entertainer. But if you guys are willing and ready, I am going to cut open this chicken. I do have a problem when I want to schedule a live. It always has internet connectivity. So when I did my first one, I think there were only 3 people on the live. Not first one, the first live, which was 2 days ago. So I tried to do it again today, and it lost signal. So I don't know what's going on. It looks like I can't. Maybe it's scheduling it from the phone is a problem. Maybe if I schedule it from my desk, maybe it'll be fine. But I'm gonna cut open my Purdue here. There's 5 wings. I am gonna rinse them. He's a Scottish comedian now living in America. You'll have, you can't post links. I'll try to remember to look, because there's some. I've listened to some funny guys out there. One was just recently. What was it? Oh, sorry, I can't remember. But when I do, I'll make a comment about it. It had to do with not crank calls, but unwanted calls. All right, so I am going to rinse the chicken, and I am going to put it and pat it dry. Again, this is something I always do. I was supposed to, I had a dentist appointment yesterday, just a cleaning. I'm all good. And I knew I wasn't going to have dinner at home, so I went through the drive-thru. I didn't know that Donna, she went and she picked up Chinese. She texted me, but I was driving, and I'm driving a rental right now because my car's in for repair. And I could have had Chinese. Instead, I had fast food. And so I could have had fast food for lunch, but I'm guessing that I wouldn't have done live. So I figured I'd do chicken with some new seasoning I got. That's old age. Old age, or are you saying old age? Maybe it's the way recognition picked that up. Yes, I'm getting old. It says 4 to 5 wings in each package. I only got 4 today. I'm kind of bummed. Yesterday there was 5 in each of the pack. Not yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know. Whenever I did the sauce one. Are you from New York? No, I'm from Boston. So, well, not Boston, from that area. So, yeah, I have that New England accent. Wash my hands. I'm a germaphobe. Yeah, probably. Not probably, yeah. I just, I'm not up on all the lingo, you know. All right. I'm going to take you away from this wonderful face, and I'm going to go down to the plate. So, normally I shake this all up in a bowl, but I don't see any reason to waste a bowl simply because, what was I going to say? I'm not going to mix a bunch of spices. I am just going to mix one type of spice in here. So, this is going to be wasteful. Hey, Knocker, thanks for joining again. Appreciate it. This organic, now this is 2 cans for $5 as I mentioned, but I guess I could put some oil and rub it and save some of that. Maybe I will. I'm gonna just have to wash my hand continuously. So I'll just, oh, I had a spill at the last second there. All right. I think the oil I bought from BJ's, I don't know how you pronounce it, Pompeian, and the spray are the same brand of olive oil, but they smell different. And I don't know if it's from the propellants, although it's supposed to be propellant free as far as what it's shooting out at your food. There are propellants of some type in there. All right. Let's see, got those set in there. And again, gonna go wash my hands. All right, let's see here. This is what we got. Grill Mates Montreal Chicken. I hear this is pretty good, and BJ's had it on sale. So as soon as I find the rip spot, my hand's still a little oil on them, so I will have to cut this away and hope not to stab myself. Yeah, Carol, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe when it comes. I always have to wash my hands and face. But the thing is when I'm eating my own food and prepping it on video, you'll see me lick my fingers a lot. Some people might get grossed out by that. But it is what it is. Now, the primary thing with this is they want you to make like oh my God, oh, the word is escaping me. That's from old age, right, Carol? Is blah blah blah, you know, oh my God, I'll have to look at the back. Some seasoning, ooh, beer can chicken herb, a marinade. That was the word I was looking for. See that? Old age. Carol, my wee mammy was the same as him. I better be safe than sorry. Yeah, I've gotten, and I've mentioned this once or twice, I've gotten food poisoning from chicken, not from my cooking, from eating out. And, you know, I like to cook my food a little extra because being out for 2 weeks, like, of constant vomit and, you know, bathroom visits. I don't know how much of this you actually need. Montreal steak, I went easy on it the first time I did it, and it wasn't enough. You actually have to put a bit of Montreal steak. Now, I don't know what the case is for this here, but I'll just put a bunch on. Whatever, you know. If it's a little too much, it's a lesson learned. I'll just have to put like a little symbol on this. I'll put a minus on here if I need to put less on. That way I know you're going to put less of it versus the Montreal steak. I'll put a plus. You're going to put extra on there. That is why I don't eat out. Yeah, you know what? I forgot to do one thing here. I just wasted a bunch of seasoning. I meant to cut off the little tips here because they're not needed. It's not, there's not a thing you can eat. I mean, you could eat just the skin off of it, I guess, but so I wasted a little oil and a little seasoning. Not the end of the world. This is good if you want to make a soup with it, and I didn't even think of that. Someone brought it up to me a while back, but I usually just use buy chicken broth at none other than BJ's. You know, someone should keep count. Whenever I say BJ's or GoWISE, someone should have a ding bell, because these guys are getting free advertisement from me. I mean, I don't care. I like using the product, but you know. All right. Now that I've wiped off half the batter here, or the seasoning, like right here. Let's see if I can't get more on there. That's why. Oh, still the last one. Yeah. So we eat out. We used to eat out once a week. And then as kind of a revolt, they raised the state tax. I know out in UK, taxes are high, but we had 5% sales tax, and then they went up to 6.25%. And then there was a vote to lower it, and we voted to lower it, but they decided, no, too bad, so sad. They want to keep it up. So as a revolt, we went from going out to eat once a month to maybe twice, once a week to once or twice a month. Just sort of like a, screw you, you're going to raise taxes. People say, oh, it's only 1.25%. But when you have to replace a big ticket item for whatever reason, that all adds up, you know? Deborah, I don't know if you're trying to be funny or you meant the tips I cut off to kind of eat the skin off of them. The skin is the best tasting part, but probably not the best part for you. How do you do ding dong thingy? How do you do ding dong thingy? I'm not catching the thingy thing. Here I am laughing because of ding dong thingy. We have our family has a, you know, my siblings and I, and perhaps we have a potty humor, you know. I think it's funny. Some people are like, oh, that's childish. You know what? It's funny. How do you do the ding dong thingy? I remember Ding Dong Dandy, which was like Bozo the Clown or something. That's a ding dong dandy. Okay. One thing I showed you, I should have just did a video instead, but I picked up these Rachael Ray Trivets, silicone trivets, because my new pan is getting damaged from this. It's bumping all over the place. And what I had read is some people are using like the 2 smallest or the smallest and the medium, and that just keeps it from whacking, but the damage has already been done because I abuse it. I just pick it up, throw it everywhere now. It's like, oh well, you know, whatever. To inform you about when you mentioned the... Oh, ringy dingies. Yes, that's I think what we call them. One ringy dingy. All right, so I'm going to use these the 2 medium-sized ones, and if you look, that's what it's going to look like in there. Be curious to see. The silicone is a pain to clean, I'll tell you. It's yeah, but it does do nice. It keeps it from hitting everything. I wish I had these up front, but it took a week to get them. Janet, welcome back again. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so you weren't here from the beginning, but the new seasoning I'm trying is the Montreal Chicken seasoning. I just opened it today, so I don't know what this tastes like. And I was saying is, I know with the Montreal steak, you have to put more than you think you would to get the taste out of it. The chicken, I don't know, so I think I'll put a plus on the Montreal steak, so I know I gotta remember to put more, and the minus here and marker to say, well, if it needs less or more or whatever. If I put a 0, that means what I usually do. Okay, let's spray this down. So, got my spray, because chicken will stick, even though it's oiled. Alright, guess I'll get my hands dirty again. 1, 2. I was saying I was upset this package only came with 4. They say 4 to 5, but unfortunately there's only 4 here. Donna picked up Chinese last night. She thought I was going to be home for dinner, and I wasn't, but I ate in fast food, and so I didn't eat Chinese last night. Kind of bummed. Alright, so it's in here. 400, and we'll leave it at 15. We're gonna check it in 7. Now, I love these live chats. However, I get talking, and yesterday I burnt my bacon when I was doing the loaded potato. So I'm gonna start sending the timer, so I apologize if it's a loud ring in your ear. Also, when I get notifications here, the whole phone, I don't see it now, but when I play it back later, I see the whole screen shakes. So, Carol, I have the GoWISE USA. If you look in the description, I believe the first link is the GoWISE. They've replaced this with a newer model. I bought this August 2017, and I think towards the beginning of the year sometime. But you can get the black model for $92, and I think the red was between $110 and $130. I don't remember. No, I'm gonna move this, otherwise it's gonna melt. It's got its great points and its weak points. The basket, the pan, and the handle are expendable items, meaning you are gonna have to replace them at some point. I accidentally dropped my pan a couple of weeks ago and I broke it, so. And now it's twice as much because it's not a current model. So it used to be $26 for everything. Now it's $52. Yeah, you should check back some of those other older videos on. I talk about how I broke it and what I had to do, but also the handles come loose on these. This and the Power XL, they come out of the same factories. You know, a lot of these stuff, there's only so many manufacturers, but it would cause the pan to drop out. That's not what happened to me. I just wasn't paying attention. But fix it. I'm gonna be back in just 1 second. I gotta check something. Alright, I'm back. Just make sure I didn't get a request during lunch. Sometimes happens. Are you saying you preferred over what I have, or just over the other types, like the Cook Essentials and the was it the Polydine one, I think it's called, and stuff? Because these are the identical units. In fact, if you have the 5.8 XL, you could take that whole drawer assembly and pop it in here versa. They're the same thing. The difference is, and I think I've explained this before, is I like this model GoWISE. It's got a flat top. You're not supposed to put anything on here when you're cooking, but when I'm done cooking, I'll put like this and a few spices on top just to save a little counter space. The Power XL has a deep slope, and the newer GoWISE has a slight slope, so I just kind of prefer this. It's a good looking unit. I want to make sure I didn't miss any text. Excuse me for a second here. No, I got Carol, Deborah, I got yours. I make stock cook. I missed that comment of yours, Mr. Krasker. The cooked chicken balls, yes. So I have not done that. It's probably something I could or should do. I mean, it's free, right? In the sense, because I'm going to throw it away. Here's my Chinese fortune from my things last night. It says, how about another fortune? But there was this thing when years ago, I used to go out to eat Chinese with friends. At the end of every Chinese fortune that you read, you're supposed to add the words in bed. And it's just funny watching them, listening to them. So I don't know if you can actually see that. I'm going to pop it in the screen, hopefully. There we go. It says, even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there in bed. That one's not as funny, but try it. If you ever get Chinese fortune cookies anyway, you don't have to get Chinese food. You can just buy fortune cookies. Yeah, everybody's got a preference, you know, not one way. I did a lot of research. My brother, I said, what should I get? He said, go big or go home. So that's why I got the biggest unit. And the GoWISE seemed to have a fairly good review. I did not know that BJ's had this at the time because they put it on one of the end caps, and BJ's had everything you have here, plus it had that center divider, so you could put meat on one side and broccoli on the other, so you could kind of keep them separated to cook, you know, so they don't, you shake them around or whatever. And it also came with a oil spritzer for the same price. I think at the time it paid $130 for this. Eat more Chinese food, and see, it works. So pressure cooker, And I don't know, I'm gonna just flash you over to here for a second. This is the kitchen cabinet that I made. But I have the Instapot 6-quart right here. And I wish I had waited and bought the 8-quart, because if I had, I would have got rid of my slow cooker. Although Crystal had said that this isn't as good as a slow cooker, but you know, I want to serve multi-purpose because that's on the counter because there's no room underneath, but I do use it a bit, you know. More. I opened the one that said eat more Chinese food, yeah. You have the 8-quart. Now, is it like the Duo? Mine's a Duo 60, so maybe yours is the Duo 80, IP Duo 80, but there's then the intelligent ones that it's either Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, I can't remember, but you can look up the recipe on your phone and just send it across for the cook time and stuff. It's kind of a cool concept. See that? Osaka wasn't paying attention. We've already been 6 minutes now with this. I didn't think of what I'm going to do for a side with this. I guess I could reheat some pork fried rice, but that's not going to be exciting, right? I'm going to open this door here. I'm going to pull some stuff out of the microwave. We use the microwave as a bread box now. Also, when the microwave lights are on, they use the regular bulbs. It heats up the bread inside the microwave, which probably isn't good either. All right. So I am actually going to try to do dessert tonight. It's not going to be in the GoWISE. I hope that doesn't deter you from watching. It's just something I want to do fun. I mean, nothing fancy, but it's just to show you one of the things I've been using, which you've seen on previous videos. I thought I was the only one that used the microwave as a bread box. It was 2 years ago, I think. My friend's sister, I was at their house, and she used it. I said, that's a great idea, because once you put bread in the refrigerator, it doesn't taste the same. I like that mushy bread. So after it's been in here a few days, we do move it to the fridge so it doesn't go bad. I forgot to do that. Fresh rolls, like 3 days old, they already started turning. So let's take a look at this chicken. All right, so you see that chicken? That is not enough. That was, I think I said 6 minutes. So let's take a look. Timer here. 8 minutes. So it's been 7 minutes. So I'm going to set it for another 3 minutes. You know what really screws me up is we'll talk about the microwave and bread boxes. I use the microwave as a timer, but sometimes you forget that you're timing something and you throw something in there to cook it. You stop and you're like, oh crap. I don't know how long I was supposed to cook something for now. So I got to get in the habit of changing that up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, how often do I don't use the microwave often. What do I use it most for? A popcorn when I do have it. And reheating, like the Chinese food, I'll reheat some of the pork fried rice. And one of the things I've only been doing, probably, I don't want to say recently, is I've been using the power feature more. So whenever I cook anything, I cook it at a much lower power with 3 times the time. And so it doesn't dry out the way it does. Just making sure I haven't missed any new chatters here. It looks like, it's really hard to see, it looks almost like a hamburger and a cupcake. I think I got the cupcake right, I'm not sure about the other thing. The symbol is so small on here. Looks like a hamburger. And my doctor said, says my eyes are perfect, so how could I be wrong? I'm trying to see what else I got. I did potato yesterday, so I'm not going to do that today. I was considering doing a live on the 2-part series of making that, not a donut, but a donut-shaped burger, onion, cheddar, wrapped in bacon, so it looks like a big donut of bacon and beef and cheddar. I think I might break that up. One of my new toys arrived. It's not food. I guess I could let the cat out of the bag. I bought a 3D printer to do some stuff with, and I'm debating. There's so many videos out there with it, so I don't know if I want to create a video, but maybe I'll do a live. The problem is the live will be an hour and a half of boringness, you know. But if you got time to kill, it's one of those things. That's fries. Man, it looks like a cupcake. Yeah, I don't think you can see that too well, but to me, but it looks like, yeah, the red McDonald's fry thing, but anyway, so I'm in the IT field, so I've been at this job currently for 20 years long. When I was in high school, my friend worked at a computer store, and I walked in and I go, oh, let's take a look. I won't get sidetracked, I promise. So that's looking in there. I really want this to crisp up a little bit more, so I'm actually going to put it in for 1 more minute before flipping it. Hopefully I don't regret that. So I remember I was 12 years old, and there was a place called Little Peach. It was a convenience store. They were selling a Timex Sinclair 1000. I think I was about 12. And it was $50, so I put it on layaway. I bought a computer at a convenience store, right? And that was my first computer. But in school, I always liked computers. I always built and I made inventions, you know, for me. This is back now, early 80s. You have to be the 70s and 80s. So I was always into electronics. I was always building things. I was always good at it, you know, above average with all that stuff. And then I was in electronics. I did some drafting, you know, 3D drafting. And in high school, a friend of mine worked at a computer store, and I worked there for like 12 years. I got a job, and I can honestly, literally say I have built well over 2,000 PCs. I bet if I go back and actually count, I mean, it was over 12 years, but people would buy 1, 2, or 10, or 100 at a time. So I built a lot of custom machines. All right, let's take another look. All right, I think that looks good enough to turn. And it did not stick. That's a good thing. One of these is really big, so if I leave them all in there to cook, they might get dry. Where this bigger one needs more time, so I may pull 3 of them out earlier than the other one. Get that back in there. All right, let's see what time is left on here. 4 minutes, so that's gone 11 minutes. So I'm going to add 2 more minutes to this at least. That'll bring it up to 17, and usually it's 17 to 22 minutes, depending on the size and the quantity that goes in there. Yesterday, day before, I can't remember now. It was the day before. I did 10 wings in here because I cut the little tips off, and then I separated the winglet from the drumlet so you can fit more in there tightly. Otherwise, 5 full size is about the much you're going to get in there. For me, anyway. I'm a retired TV and radio engineer. That's awesome. I know someone in the field that did that. You know, it was kind of like part-time for him. Real good guy. But retired. That's good. Get to enjoy life and watch me cook food, right? And eat it. I wonder if I should put some sauce on some of these. What do you think? I got, I think I did the 3 Sweet Baby Rays I had. I want to have one plain without any because I want to test the seasoning out. But I got some of the Heinz sauces. Let me go grab them. The only Sweet Baby Rays I didn't do was the brown sugar and hickory. But I got the Heinz barbecue sweet and smoky. I like to do that on my cheater sloppy joes. I got Memphis. And I've got Texas bold and spicy. I see yes, yes. The brown sugar is the one I didn't do the other day, so I'm going to try that. So I'll definitely try the brown sugar. I'm going to try one other sauce because there's only 4 wings in there. So if you want to make a suggestion of what sauce, or just leave it at this, I should try out. Because I already know what I like. I like the honey barbecue. Out of those is my favorite. Then the chipotle, and then the wing sauce. I love the wing sauce, but my stomach, you know, acid, you know, end up taking a jar of Tums. So that's actually good. I like it a lot, but I'll have it less just simply because of that. And I got the brown hickory. Donna likes this. We've done baby back ribs and St. Louis ribs with this as well. Saucy, where the sauce is the boss. Bring on the spice. Whoa. Oh, someone's here. Donna. What spice? You want the wing sauce again? Or do you want to go with one of those Heinz bold and spices or whatever? I'm just going to take a little peek, see what it looks like. This thing's heated up and it's not binding with those trivets. So I think what's probably happening is the front's tilting up from the weight. So the trivets will probably help in that. As this runs longer, it starts to bind a little more, so we'll see. Barbecue sauce. So I only have honey barbecue sauce. I stopped buying the regular stuff. So yeah, I got a good supply of BJ's. Ding, 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 ding. Of the twin pack, ding, ding. Of the honey barbecue sauce. I don't have the, maybe I'll pick up a small bottle of the barbecue at Walmart because I can get a small bottle for a few dollars. But I'm going to try a few other things too. So let's try and make a grand entrance here.
Yeah, he does.
Wing Jackie want wings.
What'd they say about me?
No, they're talking about the sauce. It's tea time and you're making me hungry. Honey chipotle. Hi Deborah, I'm pretty sure you've been on before. Thanks for joining. We're just talking about sauces. I'm going to do the hickory. I only have 4 wings today because the package cheated me. I'm going to do the hickory and brown sugar. And I'm going to do one other one with deciding between the hot sauce, the honey barbecue, and the chipotle, and something else. The next person who says the first sauce they want me to use gets it. Go ahead, fight over it. I'm waiting. Come on, who's going to be first? But you're all backing down. Brown hickory will be nice. Okay, so I did that. Which other one? There's one more. Someone gets to choose. So the brown hickory is one. One more. Hot. Okay, Deborah gets it. Deborah Wilson. Ding, 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 ding. And the person who jumped on, she was on the ball. Yeah. One thing I noticed about these, it's probably the same with the Power XL. When this gets down to 1 minute or 59 seconds, if you pull it out, it doesn't start back up. It resets the timer when it's that low. Look at that. Can you see that? I'm going to check the temperature of the wing, the biggest wing, to see if it's hot enough. Because otherwise these look like they're good to go. This thing needs to hurry up. My hand's starting to get warm. Oh, sorry. Let me lower that a little bit. See, it's saying 87 degrees, but the other one broke on me too. The outdoor one. This was a 2-pack, an indoor and a grill one. But I'm guessing that you can't go by because there's so little meat here to kind of get a reading from. So I'm actually going to stick it in for another minute. someone said, it's better to be safe. I'd rather it be a little dry inside than get food poisoning. But I like the outside crispy, and I've never had a problem with this not being juicy inside. I bought a 2-pack of BJ's. That's this one right here, and then the one that you poke on the grill and it has a wire. And then one day it said it was 500 degrees, so I brought it back, got a replacement. But now this one's acting up, and I don't know what it is. I think it's just simply because it's too small meat. The probe doesn't go far enough. I'll have to check it. If not, I'm going to return it again. Get yourself a Thermapen. Oh, you mean like I have one of those? In fact, I bought it when it was cool to have one. You know, now everybody buys them for 12 bucks. It was it didn't have the Fluke brand, but it was made by Fluke. And I used that to test the temperatures in the ceiling and the attic to see where insulation is lacking. You know, I don't have a thermal camera, but you know. Yeah, Fluke. There's a guy, AVE, on YouTube. He's a little vulgar, so if you watch it, be careful. But he's tested, and the Fluke. Some of the Fluke stuff is good, but some of it is just not so good. But I still have a Radio Shack multimeter, 2 bench meters. Say what you want. Original batteries for 25 years. C Radio Shack alkalines. And the only reason why I replaced them last year was because I forgot it on. It doesn't auto power off. I have 2 of those bench meters, and I just replaced the batteries in it last year. And it tests transistors, everything. Yeah, the probe type, and I have it. I think it's outside under my grill cover. Okay, we're done here. Now, I really wish this would allow me to take a picture, because I don't have good pictures to take. So I'm going to use my work phone just to take the picture, and I'll transfer it later. But, and I got a better lighting. I have lots of photography flash lighting, but nothing that for constant light. I have something I got to review here, so let me take a picture or two. Yeah, it's a terrible camera. People talk about these iPhones like the boss, and I'll tell you, they're not doing too good. Everything's too dark, and either way too dark or way too bright. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, Fluke is junk now. You know what? It's tough because they got to compete. So everything's made in China. You know, I have a DeWalt table saw, and DeWalt used to be all U.S. and now it's, you know, China. You know, it's just the way it is. People want to save money, and you can't blame them. Would I pay an extra $50 if everything was made in USA? Yeah, I think so, because a table saw is a good life investment. You know, for the most part. You know, but not everybody wants to do that. Unplug your air fryer, folks. Gonna drill that into your head. Yeah, venture capitalists, and I think I heard that same thing from Av on YouTube. And another name he goes by is Bolter, Boring Old Lean Tool Reviews or something like that. Okay, let's transfer these to a plate. Oh, small plates are gone. So it's stuck a little bit. The skin getting stuck on there, that's sometimes the best part to peel off and eat later. I'm not sure why it's stuck. It was sprayed, but that one's fine. Alright. Get this out of the way. Actually, I'm gonna show you my trash barrel. Yes, peppermint stick ice cream. I'm gonna just pour this out, see how much oil comes out of here. You can never do this, so... Huh, no oil. Oh, there we go. Good amount, probably close to as much as I put in. It's awesome doing it with the baking, because there's like a gallon of oil, or excuse me, fat that comes out of there, not oil. Alright, so it's time to dirty some bowls again. This is the part I hate. I'm gonna have to hand wash them later. I could just dip it in the sauce, couldn't I? That's what I'm gonna do. It's not the same, but yeah, so did Av. Yeah, so that's where I heard it on. Okay, so what do we have here? We got well, barbecue sauce is one of those things you really got to cover it good. So yeah, last time the cap popped off inside, so basically I can't control the flow here. It just oozes, and if you saw my video the other day, you saw that I poured out like a quarter of the bottle. You know what? I'd rather dirty this thing than dirty a 2 more bowls. But I think we're gonna have to get a little more. Ooh, that chicken seasoning, that's strong. So I'm gonna learn on air. Not everything's meant to be strong flavored. All right, I'm gonna get that one, and we're gonna put. See, this one's got the cap in it. And I know there's a little sauce on this from that, but I'm just gonna wipe it all over here. Cross-contamination. Hey, Real Show, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. I think I mentioned you last show or two. We were talking about different burgers and things I was thinking of doing, and I brought up that, you know, I think you were in that burger challenge and stuff like that. All right. So for those of you just joining, we got hickory and brown sugar right here. We got buffalo here, and those last two that are uncoated are Montreal Chicken. I think I could probably just do another sauce there. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? It might be worth it. Yeah, Real Show Barbecue. Anybody who's on here, go check out his channel. You can just click the 3 dots, right click, click the 3 dots, right click, say open a new tab if you're at a PC, because I don't want you to leave my food now. And check it out. He's got some good barbecue going on there. I got that lined up. Okay. First, we're gonna do the Montreal Chicken, because I don't want my taste buds to be contaminated with the other flavors. You know, I don't taste a lot of flavor in there, so it's not as strong as I thought. I almost want to say I'm disappointed. I wish I had put more seasoning. I could taste a little bit, not a lot though. I'm bummed now. Yeah, ribeye. I got some round eyes I'm gonna think I'll do tonight on camera too. Maybe I'll do 3 live shows today. As long as the audience is here for it. Okay. Licked all my fingers, now I'm gonna wash them. Actually, I have a question for everybody here. What time works best for everybody? I do it at noon because that's kind of like lunchtime around here. But I could take lunch a lot later, like 1, 2 in the afternoon. But that might work out better for the U.S., but not necessarily you know, the other side of the world, where that's where most of the audience is for my live shots. And don't feel bad, Real Show, about the protein shake. I'm probably going to have to go down that route soon enough. Not getting any younger here. Come on, come on. Never know when I can join. Sorry. Hey, no worries. I'm not. Yeah, I think it's a good time for us in Europe. Our Dublin office, for instance, is 5 hours ahead, but I know there's 6 hours for Paris, and so noon is good. 1 o'clock may be better if some people have a commute. You know, 1 o'clock my time, so it's maybe 6. 7 might be late, so I try to accommodate, but it's sometimes hard. Okay. I know how the wing sauce is going to taste, so I'm going to have the Sweet Baby Ray's Hickory and Brown Sugar. Last time I had this was on the wing. Sorry, I've only had this. Maybe I did have it on the wings, but I did it on the ribs. Make it a mess. You know what? That's better than I remember it. And that could be for a number of reasons. When it was on the ribs, I also put on a dry mix. This sweet and smoky rub here. There's a delay on the camera, so I don't know if you can see this. So that might have just, you know, caused all those flavors to come together in an undesired light. Oh, what's this piece of chicken from? I don't know now. Oh, more chicken for me. I must not have finished one of the other pieces. Oh well, more for me. Carol, sorry, I just saw that now. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I hope to see you again soon. David D is back. Sorry, just missed that. I'm going back and forth with the food. Yes, I hope so. Maybe dessert, dinner and dessert tonight. It's like I'm eating with all my friends, right? Fork. I'm guessing since you're a barbecue channel, nobody eats with a fork. The only thing you use a fork for is maybe when you're breaking apart to make a shredded pork or something like that. Am I right? All right, now we're gonna try Sweet Baby Ray's hot wing sauce. Oh, not as much on there as yesterday, simply because, well, the bottle cap popped off. Yeah, that is good sauce. Yeah, where are you from, Real Show? Whenever I say Real Show, I want to sing the song from Big Show, Paul White from WWE Wrestling. Yeah, it's the Big Show. That's what you, well, copyright, but maybe you can find a remake of it. And in the intro, it's like, you know, you can have it say, yeah, it's the Real Show, barbecue. I don't know. Funny. Oh, right, North Carolina. I think I saw that in one of your recent videos. You're from North Carolina. All right. Oh, I did it again. I still have a piece of hot wing sauce. Yeah, do you have someone write it for you, or are you just looking for through the free stuff? Um, I'm trying to remember. I know a few people. Was it North Carolina? South? I don't know, and I apologize. Don't mean to offend. But they said it's a great place, you know, especially the weather, consistent weather and stuff out there. You know, good place to go. All right, I have one last wing here. First person to shout out any of the wing sauces that I have, whether it's Heinz or Sweet Baby Ray's, and I'll give you my opinion of all the ones I had and which ones I liked best today. Oh, cool. My brother's a drummer. After he took a spill, the floor was wet where his work. He like tore out his knee and he just couldn't hit that, you know, that big bottom bass drum there anymore. But he plays the guitar too now, so drums the guitar. Yes, Sweet Baby Ray's. Which one? I've got 4 of them. So the ones I haven't done were the Chipotle. How, Chipotle? Chipotle? I got the Chipotle and I got the regular honey barbecue. I think I'll do the Chipotle. So the Chipotle is one of those things that Walmart was cheap. It was like a few bucks for the 18 ounce. But the other ones I buy are 40 ounce. But to go to 40 ounce is like $10. It's just what they carry and what they do. So for me, it's I bought the smaller one because I didn't know if I'd like it. But it's not a bad sauce. I want to try to go through most of my sauces without going out and buying too many more. Although I could put them all downstairs in the fridge. I just don't want them to go bad on me. That's just a waste of money. All right. That's finger looking good. I do not have the Hawaiian yet. I've looked at a couple and I noticed from the flavors that some of them I didn't think I would just like because, like, for instance, I don't like coconut. People say, oh, but coconut oil, you don't taste coconut. You know, it's like one of those things, and Hawaiian is what, pineapple typically. I don't know what kind of flavors, but I'll look that up. I'm going to go back through the comments later. This, I can't modify this live till like an hour after it's done because it processes it. So I have to wait to see the old comments at that point. Yeah, so. So as far as the plane goes, is I had a couple of videos using free music. And then all of a sudden it wasn't free anymore and it got tagged as a violation from YouTube. I was like, but it was free. So I talked to my brother, he goes, just use my music. Just put me in the description that it's his music. I said, all right, you know. But there was one I really liked. It was great. I used to use it for, in fact, if you look at my bacon, egg, and cheese fast play video from beginning to end, it goes back 6, 8, 10 months ago. It was, I think, before I had the air fryer. I used it with Benny Hill's theme song. I forget the name of the song. You know, it got immediately pulled. So I redid it with that music that I found that I liked for it, and now that I can't even use. Okay. Got the Chipotle here. Honey Chipotle. That sounds good. Maple and kicking. I gotta look for that. I'm trying to think if it was you or another one. You pointed to me a site with some spices. I have them in my cart, but they want $8 shipping, so I'm waiting to see if there's another flavor they have that I like by watching some of the videos. And again, I don't know if it was your show or someone else's, so I've held off a little bit on buying it. It was like dry spices. Exactly. So I haven't forgotten to buy it. I still have the tab open on my one tab in Chrome. It comes up all the time. I think someone else has been talking about having made recently too. I could be wrong about that. But you've done some collaborations and I've joined them as well. Watch the channel now, so maybe I saw it there. I do. It's like RC10 or something like that. But yes, I do have the code. Absolutely. It was in, I think I pulled it off your Facebook page, and then it was like RC20 or something. And then you said, no, use this one 10, because the RC20 one didn't work, or whatever 2 letters it was. Maybe it was RS10. Don't worry, I'll put your code in. I know that you want to show the support. And that's what I like to do, support our channels. I still see the question mark there, so I'm not sure. This Chipotle is pretty good. I'm trying to figure out how much of a barbecue sauce bead I have right now. Good. Cool. I'll be doing some new videos featuring. Yeah, that's good. Like I said, I like to make sure people get credit for their work. I've had people take credit for my work before, and it's not fun. So, let's talk about what we had here today. Probably get an up-close shot of my nose. Montreal, definitely got to put a plus sign on this. Seems that way for the Montreal steak too. You got to put more. The Montreal steak, I put a lot, and I was able to taste it finally. I don't think I tasted anything different. It was more, I don't know, it was lacking. So next time I'm definitely going to put a lot more of that on it. Or maybe if I make it a marinade and let it sit in a bag overnight or a few hours, whatever, that might be better. Then we have hickory brown sugar and chipotle. For me, these were neck and neck today. I don't know which one I like better. It's hard to say. You know, when I started this one, I was like, oh yeah, it's better because I don't have that rub on there. And then this, I was like, oh, it's not as good, but then I ate it again. I've been trying a lot of different flavors. I think my body's gone in shock. They're like, what happened to the plain chicken and ketchup, you know what I mean, of years ago. Anything to me is spicy, to be honest with you, so it's hard for me to say things like that. So if I think it's spicy, most people say, no, it's not spicy. So if you don't like spicy at all, these have a little tinge of it, I want to say. And there was one other sauce I tried today of those, which was the buffalo wing sauce. This is awesome. And I think it's because I hadn't had it in so long, I forgot how much I liked it. So today, definitely, this is the winner today. It's unfortunate I didn't put enough of that chicken seasoning on there. But that being said, you know, salt, pepper, garlic powder tastes just as good to me. I throw in some paprika and parsley, bay. Sometimes I'll just throw it in the kitchen sink, you know, and just try it out, all these flavors, and my mind's like, well, my brain's like, what the hell are you doing to me, you know? Hot and spicy. So this is the buffalo wing spot. It's, you like hot and spicy, so this is probably a mild to you, you know, a mild medium. To me, it's good. I mean, if I didn't get heartburn, I would definitely have that more often, or if I have it at noon, I'm fine. But when I used to go out late at night and half-price appetizers or 10-cent wings, it's, you know, past 6, 7, 8 o'clock, I'm asking for a lot of trouble. No, no, we were just talking about my favorites. To recap, these two for me were on par today. At one point I thought I liked one better than the other, but they're on par. I take either one of them. The clear winner to me today was the buffalo wing sauce, but my heartburn, can't eat this too late in the day, but this is awesome. I would go as far to say as if I had a choice between the honey barbecue and this, depending on my mood, I think I might go for this more. The honey barbecue is great though, especially when I'm doing the boneless on the grill. Before the end of last season, I was doing a lot of wings on the grill, a lot of chicken breasts on the grill, and I was slapping on a lot of honey barbecue from Sweet Baby Ray's, and it's pretty awesome. You know, to get that real show to tell you, was it the char or the glaze from the heat when it gets crisped on there? My mind's not working, I'm sorry. But, you know, get the bark. Is that what I think it's the bark I'm looking to say. Sweet Baby Ray's is the best, man. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I want to start to do more of my own. Like when I make, I've been using Kentucky Colonel seasoned flour a lot, but mine is better, the one I make. Why do I use Kentucky Colonel seasoned flour? Because the average person, like the air fryer, you can walk into a Walmart or Amazon, add it to your cart. Some people may or may not feel comfortable with throwing this much salt, that much pepper. They want something that it's consistent and whatever. But like my seasoned flour, some of I add extra flavors that aren't in there. Plus I put grated Parmesan cheese in there. I can't get it out of my mouth. And so you get that cheese infusion and stuff like that too, along with a few other spices. And I did that in one of my first, back in last August 2017, one of my first videos. That's when I did that in. I did it with fish, the first fish video too, I think. Caramelized, yeah, caramelized bark, yeah, all that. It's just, the bark is more like when you're doing, I guess, the barbecue, but I hear a lot of terms lately, you know, and to me they're kind of all mixed together now. Sort of like when I mix everything in that bowl, you don't know where it's what anymore. Bark, char, caramelized, yeah. So, see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, Jack, caramelized. Alright, so just to recap is, you know, you got to use more of that chicken spice than you can, and I've been glad I've been trying a lot of these. I'm actually going to build a fancy spike rack that hovers up above the stove, I think. I got some nice, what is that plastic wood called? The white, never rots, you know, they use it outside, but I have some of that, so I'm going to build one of those. And I got some shelving I want to put in. But tonight, I may or may not, I have some round eyes that I'm going to cook tonight. I left them unfrozen for a day too much to sit in the fridge, so they're not that nice red color anymore. They're kind of like that, they're getting towards that brown color, so I got to cook them tonight. They'll still be fine, but that's what I got to do. Everyone have a blessed day. Gotta run. Hey, real show. Appreciate you stopping by. Jack, as always, thank you. I appreciate you stopping by as well. So we'll do the round eye steak and dessert. Well, hopefully I can do both, but if you can't, I'm going to do one of them. And I'm going to try the chest rig with the live shot tonight, because I think that'll be cool, because I can flip back and forth. Yes, sir. Thank you. So, in closing, my usual, thanks for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Please hit that little notification bell so you know when I'm putting out a new video. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. I get to see myself do it. It's delayed. Thanks, Deborah. Thank you, Jack. Real show. A few names. I know Janet was in there somewhere. Carol. If I missed your name, I apologize. Mr. Krasker, you're probably on Chris's channel right now. He's probably broadcasting. I'll have to jump on there. And I said Deborah. Wow, we got a lot of conversations going on here today. I'm probably going to miss saying bye to someone there. White Van Man 99. Yes, you're probably another one. You're probably at Chris's as well. Thanks, everyone.